holding the H Metro, and H Metro this morning, a very popular show. Dare I ask you guys to sing it? Chitekete.
Unairware chitekete chamaina baba parijinotadze kurara nekufunga iwe chitekete.
Titch just came in with the iwe chitekete. Well done, Howard. That was great.
Yeah, great song.
Great song, yeah. Great song. And you know, our headline is Chitekete Zim's best song of all time. What do you think?
Arguably, I think it's up there.
It's up there?
It's definitely in the conversation.
Yeah, it's in the conversation. When you talk about probably 10 songs of all time, it will find its way there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it reads, in the heart of Southern Africa, where music has long been live blood of cultural expression, one song continues to echo across generations, stirring debate 3 decades after its release. On March 15, 1991, a soft-spoken yet lyrical genius, Leonard Tajivinga Dembo, affectionately known as Msoro Wenyoka, gifted Zimbabwe the album that would immortalize his name. He's titled it Chitekete.
But wasn't Msoro Wenyoka his actual name?
Well, he was known as...
Leonard Dembo was his stage name.
Really?
Yeah.
No, Leonard Dembo was his name.
No, Leonard Dembo was his stage name. Yes, Msoro Wenyoka. Leonard Dembo was his stage name.
Yeah. Well, look, that's
I know about John Chibadura. Because Chibadura was his...
surname.
No.
His name.
It was not his name. It was given because there was another Chibadura before him. Somebody who would then be on top of their game would be called Chibadura. That I know.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, that's what it is, guys. That's the debate. Is Chitekete the one? 30 years later. Does Chashe know the song?
I'm sure he's heard it. Well, I don't know about knowing it, but he's definitely heard it.
Yeah, well, that's your homework. Go and ask him today and let us know what happens. That's one of the stories that is leading in our H Metro today, amongst other publications, and I'll let you guys get to the Herald.
Yeah, but what? No. What is really the story there?
Is it the best song of all time?
Yeah.
You know, when you think about songs, like from Kudara, even you when you were growing up, I familiarized myself with this. I mean, I never listened to the album, I didn't, but I know this because it was always a song that's played every weekend, or when the mechanic comes to the house and is fixing the car, that was the song in the background.
So how this came about, if you go into the story, the editor of the H Metro, Robson Sharuko, posted on his Facebook that Ja praises Rujoa of his latest offering is the next best song after...
this one?
Yes, after Chitekete. So yeah, there was a lot of talk on that space, and people just comparing that.
One of the things that says in here, and the H Metro says, but it touched the Rujoa song. It touched a raw nerve and triggered a tsunami of responses, including hail of insults from a deeply divided local music family. Should that have been?
I've just been researching whilst you guys. He was born Kwangwari Gwandaipi. Leonard Dembo, that was his real name.
So you were quiet?
Yes, I was taking a deep dive on...
okay. At least you were doing something. I thought you were mourning your Manchester United.
Yeah, well, that is it. There's many comments here in the H Metro, so maybe I'll just read one. Underrate Mukanya's song at your own risk. At your own risk. And there's no song that will surpass Tenda by Chopper in the near future, only if the dead can sing. There's also something else. Chitekete isn't even the best local song ever. Simon Chibetu can easily have 3 songs in the top 5.
So it's all about taste, eh?
I see that.
The 3 of us here, you know, our tastes are so different.
Yeah.
But you know what I would say about Chitekete, maybe that debate about it being the best song is something that can rage on forever and ever because of how subjective the music is. But I think it can arguably be the most recognizable Zimbabwean song.
It's a very familiar song.
It's a very familiar song. Whether you rate it as the best, I think there's very few people who will be like, I've never heard that. I think it's arguably one of the, if not the most recognizable Zimbabwean song.
But have you ever listened to the Rujoa song that started all this?
I haven't.
Maybe you should listen to it.
But that's why I said recognizable. See, I don't even know Rujoa, so I'm just saying.
Anyway, let's move on. This is the Herald from today, and one of the top stories that we are running with here on Morning Russia sanctions US in U-turn bid, but analysts skeptical of attached conditions. So get yourself a copy of the Herald, and in this story, a new comprehensive bill introducing the United States House of Representatives has proposed the repeal of nearly 25-year-old sanctions regime imposed on Zimbabwe, marking a potentially seismic shift in Washington's policy toward Harare. So yeah, get a copy of the Herald and also enjoy some of the stories that are in here. And if you go on the next page, Zimbabwe champions gender equality at a UN rights dialogue. And if you go to the back page here, one of the big stories, we were discussing about this with T Chevron's crush Namibia and reps up T20 series, and I was asking Teach if this is really our level, you know, playing against teams like Namibia and beating them, as opposed to playing the likes of England, South Africa, and Sri Lanka, where we've always been the whipping boys.
This is not our level, but this is what we should be doing to teams at this level. Spanking them.
Like your Manchester United. And also one story, huge FIFA windfall beckons for Premier Soccer League clubs. So Zimbabwean Premier Soccer League clubs are on the brink of a rare financial boost as FIFA rolls out a record-breaking club benefits program for the 2026 World Cup. So yeah, you can also get to understand this is just $1 for a copy of the Herald.
All right, let's stay with the H Metro. We'll land on the back page, look at some of the sports stories. This one may be an analytical analysis on the title run in. It says, seatbelts, it's going to be wild. And I'll read part of it. It says, will match day 31, which is scheduled for October 18 to 19, determine the outcome of the Casalaga Premier Soccer League race. The weekend will see the current top 4 teams, champions Sipabora, second place, Scotland, and Gezibrat themselves, and Moors clash in decisive head-to-head battle. So for details on that, you can get a copy of the H Metro. Also amongst the stories, Simba Bora's journey starts. That story by Bruce Chikunu, and says Simba Bora are expected to leave the country today for the CAF Champions League preliminary round first leg clash in Botswana, where they are hosting Nsingizini Hotspurs of Eswatini. So grab your copy of the H Metro, real life, real drama. And you can get all these stories and more.